Hi guys, coming up soon on Thursday will be All Saints. In fact, Friday is All Saints Day, and they're going to celebrate it here in Poland. And I thought we'd talk about it a bit today because you got All Saints Day, which is in Poland, and then Halloween has kind of filtered through to Poland. When I came here about 25 years ago, I lived in Olsztyn, a town of about 200,000 people. And the buses were going every day full of people to the cemetery. And for those of you who've never been to Poland this time, the cemeteries look absolutely amazing. Everybody lights a candle or candles for loved ones that have passed away over the past years. And in the evening at night time, you have this beautiful array of candles. It's like little homes everywhere in the cemetery. And of course they have a mass and families meet together. They talk about the past, the people that have passed away, their loved ones. And it's a chance to remember people that have passed away. But the question is, where did it all begin? And why for some people is Halloween so controversial or not accepted? Now in Poland, Halloween is very, very popular amongst the young. People have parties, teenagers have parties. And so it has come through. And some people like it and some don't like it. So let's start at the beginning. Well, 2,000 years ago in Ireland, in UK and northern France, you had the Celts. And the Celts would split the year into two. They'd have the light and the dark. And the light would end on the 31st of October, that was the end of their year. And the light year, of course, was where they would have they grow the food and they would harvest it. And at the end of the year, they would get the harvest in, and that would be the end of their year, the 31st of October. And they would have a festival called Samhain. And Samhain was a bonfire on the 31st of October, which would be just outside the village. And this bonfire was to thank the gods for a great harvest, thank you for the food, but it was also a symbol of to help them with the winter, because winter often killed people 2,000 years ago. So the Celts would be thanking the spirits and also asking the spirits, please help us survive the winter. So the bonfire was a kind of symbol of survival. And they also believed that those who died on that night would come back as ghosts and walk across the land. So that was 2,000 years ago, the Celts, Ireland, UK and northern France. That was the beginning of this kind of celebration. Then 400 years later, of course, came the Roman Empire. And the Romans, they ruled the Celtic lands. But they kept some of the traditions. They kept the 31st of October. This was the tradition of the dead. They kept that one. And they also had their own, which was a Roman tradition called a day to honor, and this was the goddess Pomna, and this was the fruit and the trees. And that's why in America you have the apple bobbing, where they put their hands behind their back and they eat the apples from their mouth. And then going forward again to the 9th century, when the Catholic Church went into Europe, and the Catholics tried to convert which were then the pagans now, to join them in their religion. And to do this, Pope Gregory had to do a little bit of negotiation with them. So he decided to move some of the dates. So May the 13th up to November the 1st became that whole period of up to All Saints Day. And he expanded the tradition. And so what we have today is May 13th to November the 1st becomes All Saints. And on November the 2nd is All Souls. And this sort of incorporated some of the pagan rituals and also got rid of some of the others. So in Poland today, people will be going, not today, but on Friday, they will be going to the cemetery. They will be thinking of the dead, and some people will celebrate Halloween. Of course, Halloween then expanded from, this tradition went into America, which was taken there by the Irish. And that's a whole different story where the Americans now celebrate with pumpkins and different traditions. And for those of you who are watching this from America, I'd really appreciate anything that you want to write underneath about what it's like in America. I know they do lots of dancing, lots of parties, lots of celebrations. And like I say, in Poland, also the same thing's happening. My question is, what do you think? Do you have an opinion? You don't have an opinion? Do you celebrate it? Do you enjoy it? If you've got kids, maybe you celebrate it more than if you don't have kids. I have to admit, before I had kids, I didn't really get into it. But now with kids, I do embrace it, and we do have a party, and we do all the Halloween stuff. We watch the movies, but that's just me personally. I'm not saying what's right or what's wrong. So that's a little history. I hope you enjoy it. Whatever you do on Friday, I wish you a great time with your families, and we'll see you again in the next video. Have a great day. This is Peter Dow, Englishman in Poland. Subscribe if you like, and like if you like. Bye.